Hey, welcome back, guys. Here we are with the second part of this assignment, and we're going to be drawing this. We're going to do an outline drawing of this, and then you're going to add some value to it or shading to it. So what I wanted to look at first is these basic shapes. Here we have a circle. I've kind of added a little pencil line there so you can see that. That's a basic circle. This is a cylinder, but a cylinder is basically a rectangle and circle, right? So it's a rectangle because of the side profile, and then it's a circle. And then we're going to look at this shape is a triangle with a circle bottom. And then, of course, this is a cube, and a cube basically is a three-dimensional square. So let's start this out. What I like to do is I like to start out, and I'm sorry, this printout is so bad, it is what it is. I'm going to start out turning my paper kind of vertically, and I'm going to start out by drawing this three basic shapes first. I'm going to go with the triangle, which will become a cone. So we're going to just do the basic triangle, sort of like what's over here. And then we're going to go back here, kind of overlapping, because if you look at this, it touches it and it's up a little higher. We're going to turn that into a rectangle. Okay, and we're going to go like this. Now we're not making it three-dimensional yet. We're making it two-dimensional right now. And then if you look at this one, this is a ball, a circle, and it looks like it might be all the way down here. And it overlaps this, but it's not as tall as that. So we're going to go here. That's where we're going to keep our circle within those two lines. So those are reference lines or guiding lines, however you want to. So, and then we're not going to worry about our fourth shape right now, which is a square into a cube. Let's go back. And so right now, this is a triangle, but we're going to look at it kind of on an angle. So we're seeing the bottom, basically curve this part down. Then you'll erase that part. And so let me get my eraser here. And then we're going to take and work on this cylinder, which the bottom part we're looking at it on an angle, so it will curve down just like this one did. I'll go in there and erase that. You know, a mess is kind of hard to see through sometimes. And if you're like my children were, well, you know what's in your mess because you made the mess, but nobody else does. So that's why when you're drawing, like I drew that, you need to. So I'm working on the top of this, and it's a circle, but you're looking at it at a slight angle, so it's a smash circle. So we're just going to lower I think most of you all should have that concept down by now, that a circle on an angle is not really a circle. It's like an oval or an ellipse. Now, look at there. I can't see through that. I can't see through the ball, but I erase it. So I want to go back over that. Now, there's the ball or the sphere. Let's worry about this thing. I want to show you a little different way to draw this time. So we're looking at it on an angle. It's still square. All sides are square. But what I'm going to ask that you do is kind of look at where lines are on the reference image. So like the edge of the square, the cube is here, but it's straight up and down, right? So it comes, if we were there, it's here, but it's up over this circle. So we're going to bring it up a little bit. And look how far it comes down. It comes down not too far underneath the bottom of that, so I'm going to keep it right there. And then, so let's worry about this, I got to draw light, or draw neater. So look at the corner here. That corner seems straight up and down from that main curve. So the corner, well now, Mr. Shepherd, you brought that too far. Yes, I did. I'm not going to use all that. I just used that as a reference line. If you look at this line and this line, they're about the same length, and one's just lower on the page. I'll come back to that. Now let's worry about this third line over here. Kind of looks like it's straight. No, it's up just a hair. So if we go across, up just a hair. And so this line and this line and this line. Now let's connect the bottom. Hopefully you've got these lines about the same length. I don't want to use all that. I just want to use this. And I'm going to go here, here. Now let's look right here. It's kind of hard to see this, but I'll see, like right there would be, and actually I might have it a little wrong. There would be, so this is that would be, and see that line and that line are parallel, and this line are parallel. Now I'll take my eraser, go back in here, because these are solid objects. And I would clean it up maybe a little bit better. Let's do one more thing here. I'm not going to add shadow in this video, but I'm going to worry about this table, what they're setting on. Right here seems to be, right over here, seems to be maybe the tabletop ending, and you know it would come straight across over here. So if you look at that, cylinder comes down, and maybe here. I also got to erase. Because see, that cone is in front of that cylinder. All right, so there it is on that side. What you could do is use a straight edge or use a pencil or something to, well, straight across there. That would be the other edge. So what a lot of times people do, and what I do, and I don't tell you about it enough, is that I use the edges of my paper to do the parallel lines like this. Those are parallel with the edges of my paper. Those lines are parallel with the edges of my paper. And I think all artists do this, whether we tell you about it or not. You use your paper as reference points. All right, so now at this point you would add shadow. And let me just, so when you're adding shade, please look at a better image than this. I've got one on Google Classroom if you're watching this there. But I would go through here and I'd add shade to everywhere that there is shade. Just a general layer of shade. Then I would go back over the image and I'd look for areas where it's certainly darker. And that would be my shadow area. I'd go back over it one more time and I'd add even more darker areas and outlines where the cast shadow is. Remember, you want to have 5 layers all the way from white or light to black. And the light should be the brightest part should be highlight, the darkest part should be the cast shadow. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you next time. Hasta la vista.